And all of this with the backdrop of September's mass shooting at Apalachee High School still fresh in their minds. 11 Alive's Doug Richards joining us live from the Capitol. So, Doug, why is this flurry of activity coming so soon into this session?
Well, obviously it's fresh in mind, and also there's a little bit of prestige that's attached to having introduced bills early. You know, the bills have numbers on them. The first bill introduced is House or Senate Bill number 1, and sometimes these early bills can make a bit of a splash.
Dear friend,
all of these gun safety bills that I've introduced are responsive to something we've seen in the state of Georgia.
Democrat Michelle Au introduced House Bills 1, 2, 3, and 4. One requires a waiting period for the purchase of a firearm. Another requires a background check, closing a federal loophole on gun shows. 2 require or encourage the safe storage of firearms, which backers say could have prevented the tragedy at Apalachee High School. Safe storage became a somewhat bipartisan cause last year, though the legislature has not passed a bill requiring it. Police say the 14-year-old who killed 4 people at Apalachee High School had accessed his father's unlocked assault rifle.
I am proposing an additional $50 million in one-time school security grants.
Monday, Governor Brian Kemp announced support for more resources at schools to handle at-risk students and strengthen security. Au says focusing on mental health can only be part of the solution.
What we have to recognize is that this is a large and complex problem, and like any other public health issue, any solution has to be multifactorial, right? And we can't preclude looking at all the parts of the solution for political reasons.
And the 4 gun bills that we talked about are in addition to some other bills that were introduced on the first day of the legislative session relating to mental health issues and behavioral issues at schools, which we'll tell you about tonight on 11 Alive News at 5.
And Doug, we know that one prominent Republican, House Speaker John Burns, put out a proposal dealing with some type of gun legislation. One of those had to do with safe storage. Has Governor Brian Kemp taken a position on safe storage?
Funny you should ask. We asked Kemp about that at his press conference yesterday. He declined to answer, and you know, some supporters of state storage found some silver lining in that because he declined to say he was against it.
Doug Richards, live at the Capitol. Thank you so much.